Hello, welcome to the video. In this video we will speak about rules for drawing diagnostical drawings. As you know, we will make 3 of them. First and the second diagnostical drawing we will make within 3 days each, and the last, third one, we will make within 24 hours. First I will tell you a little about what do you need in order to start this. Of course you need the black pen, it must be black, and you need white paper that is a little bit heavier than normal printing paper. Approximately, when you take 2 or 3 sheets of paper together and feel that weight, it's approximately the minimum weight of the paper that we will going to use. The weight of the paper, the thickness, is important because of the pressures of the colors that we will use, and if the paper isn't heavy enough, then the difference in the pressures will be much more heavier to make. I will now show you the sketching paper that I have. This is European size A4. It's 21 by 29.7 centimeters, and here you have in inches 8 1/4 by 11 3/4, and here I have sketching book, drawing pad from Master's Touch. I bought it in the States in a Hobby Lobby, and it's a little bit bigger. You can see it's 22.86 by 30.48, so you can compare. And it's a little bit heavier than this, but this is my suggestion. You can find anything that's similar to this, and that will be okay. So you can see what are the differences in the size. So this is European size, and this is the size that I bought in the States. Either way, it's okay. It's not big difference. Before we start, on each diagnostical drawing, on the back side of the paper, on the lower right corner, you should write your name, your date of birth, and then the date of drawing. So the first date when you started the drawing, so that's the info that I need. And the fourth thing is the 1D, because 1 is for the first and D is for diagnostical drawing. When you make the second one, of course, you will put 2D, and the last, third one, will be 3D. Now I will explain a little bit about the drawing itself. You know, of course, that we are making drawing with our closed eyes within 60 seconds. In the second and the third drawing, we may have 60 seconds and 10 or 20 seconds more, and that will depend on your first drawing when I see it, because then according to some details that you've provided, I will and can decide whether next two drawings will be also within 60 seconds or maybe a little bit longer. Of course, I will inform you about that. Also, what is good to know is that you should try to leave about 2–2.5 centimeters of the white space on the paper, so your drawing should be placed approximately here, and that white space should be like kind of a frame around your drawing. If you go out from the paper during the process, you should come back again in the paper, but if you go out more than twice, you should stop, open your eyes, take another piece of paper and start all over again. What else I maybe forgotten to tell you? I will tell you after you finish the first one. And of course, after you draw, before you start the coloring, it is good, I cannot say it's a must, but it would be perfect that you take a little photo of that and send it to me, because I probably will need to correct some details on that drawing, and then you can start. Now I will show you the approximate speed of your hand and some other details about the drawing. And before we start, there is one thing more I would like to explain, and that is that you should do this when you have a little bit of your own time. Try to provide at least 40–45 minutes for yourself. If you prefer, you can make a comfortable atmosphere with some nice easy music that you can enjoy, or sit in the silence for a while, for 5 to 10 minutes, trying to relax. And during the drawing, you shouldn't draw any particular form, not the house, not the box or the flower or anything in particular, any kind of form or space or shape, nothing. You just try to make your hand and the pen in your hand like the elongated part of your soul. So whatever you feel in that moment, you should and can and will put on the paper. Now I will start. Yes, one thing more. There is no rule from which point of the paper you must start. You can start from any point of the paper. You will also need some gadget to count your time, your 60 seconds. You can use your phone, or if there is someone besides you, you can ask the person to measure your time. And now we will start. I will not, of course, make all 60 seconds, there is no point for me, but during the drawing I will show you some mistakes that you could make. So I will start one flowy line, and there is no lifting the pen once you've started. So it's one continuous flowy motion from your hand to the paper, going up and down, left and right, in any direction you need and feel like you would like to go with your hand. So, for example, let's imagine this is the 60 seconds. What you saw is the normal speed of my hand. Of course, you can be really fast. It's allowed. And you can also be really slow. It depends on you, on your inner feeling. But this is the average normal speed. When you finish the 60 seconds, you will find the beginning and the end of the line. So this is where I started and here I finished. Those two points, those two dots, I will connect also with the line and also with this flowy line that we used in any manner that you find comfortable. There is no, so this is, and yes, this pencil was a little bit messy. It is really important that you find a good pencil that will not make such things. Sometimes, usually in those first diagnostic drawings, people are tending to make so-called peaks, and I will show you now what the peaks are. For example, if you go like this and then you decide to go like this and like this and something like this or like this or like this. I will now try to show you a little bit closer. So these are the peaks, this one also, and this one also, and this one also, that we must neutralize. There are two ways of neutralizing those peaks. One of them is when you have more than one, is to connect them. So you will start from the tip of this peak, and with this line, with this flowy line, you will connect this peak here. Or if you have only one peak, like for example I have it here, then you will go and lead the line from the tip of the peak into the some crossing of two other lines, like here. So you cannot go from the peak, like here for example, and finish the peak in the middle of the line here. It is not allowed. You must go in the crossing of other two lines. So this is no, you can go here. This is correct. Anyhow, this is why I ask you to take a little photo and send it to me before you start to color, because I will mark where those peaks are and then you can correct them. This is all about the drawing. Down below in the description of the video you will find all these notes about what do you need and other rules that I spoke. Now about the coloring. I know that you need at least 24 colors without white, and that you need one little box like this, for example, where you will put your colors. So I have a little bit more than 24, but as you see, there are really so much shades. So you will learn with time, and I know that you will buy more and more for each drawing that we are going to make. People usually get addicted. So as you see, there are different kinds of green, blue, red, purple, and of course you need to have black, brownish, reddish, orange, practically all colors that you can find. There is always more and more, so the number of pencils are not limited. At least you need to have 24 of them. So the more the merrier, and if you have more, that will be better for me to make diagnostical one and to learn more about you. Also, I will send you one little piece of paper with kind of, I will now show you. These are so-called control dots or control spots, and that paper I will use to count the number of colors you are using. When you finish, it will look like this. This is the finished one. So now I will explain. Of course, you will have the empty one with those kinds of circles, empty circles, and now I will explain you what you will do with that. So you will have your box with your pencils. You will close your eyes and dig in. If you are right-handed, you will pick with your right hand. If you are left-handed, you will pick with your left hand. So I am right-handed and I am picking this yellow one. And now first I will color this empty circle with a yellow color with the maximum pressure I have, in order to get familiar with the color, to see what I can get from it. So this is my maximum pressure, and after that you can start coloring. This will be the case with each pencil, wooden pencil that you take out, with each color. Now there are the rules for the coloring. Oh, sorry, I didn't neutralize those peaks. Okay, with one pencil, when you take it from the box, in a single time, you can color minimum 3 fields, maximum 10. During that, you must apply different pressures and you must alternate them. How? I will now again try to emphasize a little. I think you will see it good. Yes. So maximum pressure is, for example, this. Oh. And that is the first. The second one is the lightest pressure. The third one is the, let's say, normal pressure, something between these two. The fourth field, so it's 1, 2, 3, fourth field, for example, is again maximum pressure. And the fifth field is lightest possible pressure. The sixth one is, you can guess already, medium. The seventh is, you already know, maximum. And so on, up to the 10th. I will now stop here and take this pencil back to the box so you understand what I'm explaining. Now you will close your eyes again, and for example I will have the blue one, and because I do not adore this color, I will color only 3 fields. So first, oh sorry, you see, I forgot. First, you will color the circle with maximum pressure, so you can see what this color can give you. And then you will color, so I'm deciding for this time that this color that I'm doing now, this blue one, I will color only 3 fields. This is the first one, maximum. Let's say the second one, white, and of course I'm pretending that I'm coloring, so anyway you need to be as precise as possible to go from each corner to the line and so on. And the third field is my medium pressure. So that's whole thing. What I would like you to remember in this particular video is 2 things. First, that this line that we are using we called fractal line, because during the process you will learn about some other types of lines. So that is the first thing I would like that you remember. And the second thing is to alternate the pressures always in this and any other drawing in the future. You will have maximum pressure, light pressure, medium, maximum, light, medium, maximum, light, medium, maximum, and you put the pencil back. So that is for now. And of course, if you somehow again draw out the same color, it goes all over again. If you again pick up the yellow, as I did first one, again you have 10 times or less or more, you can decide. So minimum 3, maximum 10. Thank you for watching and see you. Bye.